I am going to show you how to do the practice zipper on your pencil pouch bag. You are still going to use the directions from your duffel bag. You're going to be starting with number 38. Okay, it says to lay the body on the work surface with the webbing and the right side of the bag facing up. Well, this one will not have any webbing, but you can still face the fabric so the right side is up. Now before I got here, I measured and cut out my piece of webbing so it's 9.5 inches across the top and it's 14 inches going up and down. Okay. I am going to follow through all of the steps for 38 through A through F. It says to place the zipper face down, so the zipper pull will be facing down. So I want my fabric to be right side up, and I'm going to take my zipper, and on the right side of the zipper, or the top side, you're going to see all of the little zipper teeth, okay, the metal part sticking up, and you're going to see the zipper pull, or the metal part that you pull. We want all of these to be facing down, so all you see is the fabric part of the zipper, or the zipper tape. Letter B says to put the edge of the zipper tape right up next to the top of the bag. So I'm going to move it all the way up to the top, so the top of my bag and the top of the zipper are right next to each other. Okay, the zipper tape should fit right across the top of your bag if you measured it to 9.5 inches. Okay, letter C says the zipper tape should be centered on the body, so don't have it so part of the zipper's hanging off and the other half there's extra. Make it so it lines up, right? Okay. Letter D says to pin in position. When I put the pins in, I'm going to put them going up and down because I'm going to end up sewing a line across the top here. So I want my pins to go down and back up again to make it so the zipper is going to stay in place. Okay, I'm only going to need about 4 pins for this step. Want to make sure they go down and back up right through the zipper tape with the top of the zipper right next to the top of the bag. Okay, make sure your zipper is upside down for this step or it's not going to work right. Okay, so I have 4 pins going across the top of my zipper here. Okay, letter E says to put your zipper foot on the sewing machine. So you're going to be removing your presser foot by pushing the black lever behind your sewing machine. When you push that, the presser foot will fall off and you're going to replace it with the zipper foot. Okay? Now when you put the zipper foot on, remember that there's 2 different sides you can put it on. So you line it up and you put the presser foot lever down so it hooks into place. So it can either be on the left side or you can move it and it can be on the right side. Okay? It depends on which side of the zipper you're going to be sewing on. Okay, for this first step, I'm going to need it on the left side. Okay? Letter F says to machine stitch through the center of the zipper tape. Okay? Now notice I'm using the color thread of my bag. Even though my zipper is black, I still want to be using my bag color thread. Okay, so I'm using maroon thread for this example. Okay, now I'm going to put my project right into the machine here. And now I have the needle on the left side of the zipper foot because if I had it on the right side, it wouldn't be able to sew right. Okay, I want to make it so that when I put my presser foot down, or my zipper foot down, I want to make sure that the metal part or the metal teeth of the zipper is not underneath where the foot is. So the foot is right next to where the metal is, and then when the needle goes down into my fabric, it's going to be on the top part of the zipper tape here. If I had it the wrong way, so I put the zipper foot in so my needle was on the right, in order to sew through the right part of the zipper tape, see how now the zipper has to be on top of the metal part here. Okay, that means it's not right. It's going to be really hard to sew straight. Okay, so the zipper foot should be on the left for this step so that it's not on top of the zipper teeth. Okay, now I'm going to be sewing, so I am going to do a back stitch at the beginning. So I'll go forwards, I'm going to hit my reverse so I go back, and I'm going to go forwards again. And I want to make sure that the threads stay behind my sewing machine so they don't get stuck. Okay, now I'm going to sew a straight line. And I'm going to take out the pins before I get there, and I'm going to push my needle down button to make it so I don't lose my spot. Okay, so I'm going to keep sewing a straight line. Taking out the pins as I go. And then when I get to where the zipper pull is, or the metal part at the end, okay, I am going to make sure that the needle is down in my fabric. I'm going to lift up the presser foot, and then I'm going to pull the zipper pull so it's behind where my stitching line is. That way when I sew, I don't have to try to sew around that part and make my stitching line crooked. Okay, so I pull my zipper pull out of the way, my presser foot is back down, and I'm going to finish off this line. And when I get to the end, I'll back stitch again. Then I can take this out of my machine. I can cut off my thread tails. And when you're finished with number 38, you should see one straight line with your bag color thread down the middle of your zipper. Okay, and your zipper should look like it's upside down.